Hey there, happy Monday. We're feeling a little bit of that griminess, a little bit of that stuffiness, and it's probably because your body's getting adjusted to our yearly friend, Saharan dust. We've had a bigger batch move into the coastal bend. I'll tell you how it'll impact your forecast next.
I'm Jacob Daniels, and we've been tracking this street for over a year. And coming up, see what's finally changed.
It's prom season once again in Alice, but the dance floor was reserved for a very special group. I'm Melissa Trevino in Alice, and I'll show you how seniors of a different kind experienced a milestone some missed as teens.
The Democratic Convention wrapped up in Corpus Christi. Coming up, a recap of all 3 days and the message to voters.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Clara Benitez Cortez. Here's a look at some of the top stories for today.
I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Jacob Daniels, and just a month ago, I stood right here where this lane behind me was fully closed. Now, one of Corpus Christi's worst roads is fully reopened. Neighbors on Timbergate Drive are celebrating the end of a year-long construction headache. The city just wrapped up a $4.7 million upgrade to the neighborhood. Voters funded the project through the 2022 bond, and the street now has a brand new asphalt, curbs, and gutters. It also features wider sidewalks and better lighting. Neighbors say the old road used to cause damage to their cars. Now that we've seen the finished product, I mean, it's amazing. We have a speed bump in front of the house. We've got people that are actually slowing down on Timbergate, and the parking lanes and everything else, all the fresh painted lines, it looks amazing. The new speed bumps are already slowing down traffic, and neighbors hope the upgrades will keep kids safer and boost property values.
My inbox has been blowing up with this question. Where are the best places to watch 4th of July fireworks? Well, I have you covered with where you need to be for the best views this Independence Day.
If you're staying in Corpus Christi, you can't go wrong with the Mayor's Big Bang Fireworks Show. For one of the best views, head to the bayfront, the seawall, or the T-heads, where many onlookers watch from their boat decks. And trust me, Brian and I have watched it from there before. It's an incredible spot. If you want to make a whole evening, restaurants like Retro Corpus, Gallery 41, and the USS Lexington Museum are hosting special watch parties. You can also enjoy festivities at Cole Park before the fireworks light up the sky at 9:30 p.m. Heading to Port Aransas, the fireworks launch from Roberts Point Park at 9 p.m. But don't wait until dark. The celebration starts at 4 p.m. with food, music, and family-friendly fun before the big show. If you're spending the 4th on North Padre Island, it would be hard to miss the Island Blast fireworks display. I've met with organizers before, and one thing that makes this event so special is that it's completely funded by community donations. They say Whitecap Boulevard offers one of the best viewing spots, and if you're lucky enough to live on the canals, you may even be able to watch right from your own dock. Fireworks begins at 9 p.m. And if Rockport is your destination, you're in for a classic Texas tradition. The 60th annual Wendell Family Fireworks Display will light up the skies over Aransas Bay. Some of the best viewing spots: Broadway Fulton Beach Road, Highway 35 near Little Bay, Rockport Beach Park, and the Rockport Marina Seawall.
Over here, if you want to get a good photo of the full strawberry moon tomorrow, Monday, June 29th, I got a tutorial to help you out. Go ahead and open your camera app, go to video, hit record, then zoom as far in as you can on the moon, then tap on the screen and drag the little sun icon to the very bottom. Once you finish recording, go ahead and find the video, go to the very end, and then take a screenshot of the moon. And that's how you take your moon photos from looking like this to this. Make sure to send in your photos to the Coastal Bend Weather Watchers Facebook group. If this video helped you out, make sure to drop a follow, leave a like, share this video with a friend, and follow along for more Texas weather. Hey everybody, meteorologist Chris Malvey.
After 3 days of speeches, strategy sessions, and campaign rallies, Texas Democrats are leaving Corpus Christi with one message. They believe 2026 is their opportunity to compete statewide. Thousands of delegates filled up the Hilliard Center through the weekend, attending workshops focused on organizing, voter outreach, and campaign strategy ahead of November. The leaders also addressed issues affecting Texas, including education, healthcare, immigration, voting rights, and even Coastal Bend's ongoing water challenge.
Are the blue wave. And Democrats, this next great wave of Texas is beginning right here,
right now in Corpus Christi because it's our time.
Candidates running for statewide office use the convention to introduce themselves and lay out their vision. U.S. Senate candidate James Tallarico urged Democrats to unite around what he called the Texas spirit, while gubernatorial candidate Gina Hinojosa said her campaign will focus on restoring what she described as the American dream and putting working Texans first.
Texans don't like tyrants, and we don't surrender easily.
National Democrats also energized the crowd. Senator Cory Booker praised diversity as a strength, while Senator Bernie Sanders urged Democrats to campaign on economic issues and policies aimed at helping working families.
The American people are hurting. They want to know what the Democratic Party stands for and what the Democratic Party is going to do to improve their lives.
With candidates officially launching statewide campaigns and party leaders outlining their roadmap for November, Democrats say that the work now shifts from the convention floor to organizing voters across Texas.
Hey there, happy Monday. I'm Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber. All throughout the Sunday into Monday timeframe, we've been tracking this Saharan dust moving across the Atlantic. Now, we were talking about this last week, but the batch we have seen moving in from Sunday into Monday now has been much thicker than what we dealt with last week, and so you may have noticed more of those rosy hues at sunrise and sunset, maybe a little stuffiness too, with the sinuses getting used to having more of that dust in the air. Now, it is way above our heads, but we are under high pressure, so that really keeps a lot of that in the air around us, and it's been windy out there, so it kind of mixes all that around from here at the ground level to way above our heads where all this dust is. And you can see we're not the only ones dealing with this. Our friends all the way up into the I-35 corridor and the Hill Country also getting a taste of this Saharan dust. Now, primarily, it's going to be a bit of a respiratory irritant. We won't be totally free of it, it seems, until the weekend. And until then, we just won't have any hope of rain in the forecast because it really works to suppress it. So rain chances over the next 7 days will be low.
I'm Melissa Trevino in Alice. For one unforgettable afternoon, age was just a number as the Alice Housing Authority rolled out its third annual senior prom. With music filling the room, these seniors took to the dance floor. Photos were taken to remember the memories made with friends. For many of these seniors, it was a prom night they never had the chance to experience when they were younger.
Pues quisiera que hubiera habido, ¿verdad? No había esas ocasiones, pero sí quisiera que hubiera habido algo porque es algo muy bonito.
Annabelle Barrera Alanis tells me she attended school in Mexico, where a prom wasn't part of her school experience. Now, she wouldn't miss this event.
Mi opinión es de que es algo muy bonito para los residentes de aquí, de High Rise, y es algo especial para que la gente venga y se divierta y pase un buen tiempo.
She says it's a dream come true for many seniors. The event gave them a chance to dress up, dance, and celebrate life, proving that some of the best memories can be made at any age. Janice Rounds also missed out on prom when she was younger, but she says it's never too late to make new memories.
When I did go to school, to go to my prom, at least, now, I'm older, it's better. I liked it.
Round says the best part of the day was simply being surrounded by friends, music, and the community.
Well, it'll be something to enjoy, have fun, enjoy the food, enjoy the people.
Everyone I spoke with told me they hope to continue the tradition going for years to come. I'm Melissa Trevino in Alice, Chris 6 News.
And the city of Corpus Christi is reminding residents that fireworks are not allowed inside city limits. If you're caught setting off fireworks or in possession of fireworks inside the city, you'll face a fine of up to $2,000 for each package of fireworks. Fireworks can be set off outside city limits with the property owner's permission. Fireworks can cause severe injuries if not used properly. Never allow children to handle fireworks. Never light them indoors, and always keep a bucket of water nearby to put out fireworks that are still smoldering or don't go off fully. If you want to report illegal fireworks activity, don't call 911. Instead, call the non-emergency line. That number is 261-886-2600. Padre Island National Seashore is expected to hold a sea turtle release this week. These will be Kemp-Ridley sea turtle hatchlings. The release is set to take place at 6:45 Wednesday morning at Malachite Beach. A reminder, weather is not the only reason these events can be canceled, because they can be postponed to a later time if the hatchlings have not hatched by the expected date.
We're watching Chris 6, a part of the Scripps News Group.
The Corpus Christi Nueces County Public Health District is expected to start mosquito spraying today. This will run through Friday, July 10th. Spraying will take place in the Cal Allen area and just north of Robstown. When spraying is taking place, remain indoors when possible. Close windows and doors and bring your pets inside. You can also reduce mosquito breeding by removing standing water using insect repellent and wearing long sleeves and pants during dawn and dusk hours. A North Texas community is in shock mourning their fire chief who died in the line of duty this weekend. According to Texas DPS, Mabank Fire Chief Charles Woodward was directing traffic after a crowded rodeo on Saturday night when a driver hit him. Woodward later died at a hospital. Officials say the driver wasn't hurt. No word on any arrests. DPS says it's investigating.
Feeling shortchanged by your auto insurance company? You're not alone. A lot of drivers are shocked to find out that the check they receive from their insurance company after a collision is not enough to cover all the damage.
It bent the tie rod. There's some damage to my wheel.
Lawrence Bailey never thought hitting an embankment would cause so much damage.
The lower control arm was bent.
The repair bill for his Mercedes,
$2,900 something odd dollars.
The shop he decided to take it to used original Mercedes, or OEM parts. That stands for Original Equipment Manufacturer. But Bailey learned his insurance only covers aftermarket or reproduced parts made by a third party.
And I also didn't know that it had to be aftermarket because I had never seen that clause on my insurance.
Which means insurance sent him a check for only $947. To pay the rest.
How much of a loan did you have to take out?
$1,958.
To get the car back?
To get the car back.
Glendale Body Shop manager Tyler Dameron.
We have to re-hand shape these fenders.
Says insurance companies often base repair estimates on aftermarket parts, not OEM. Why? Aftermarket parts are cheaper.
None of those parts have been crash tested. None of those parts are warranted under the manufacturer's warranty.
If you want OEM parts and insurance won't cover them, Dameron says you have options. First, hire an independent appraiser.
Could an appraiser possibly get you original parts?
Yes. An appraiser definitely can get you original parts.
Before you ever get into a wreck, consider adding an OEM endorsement to your policy.
You might be spending between $100 and $200 over the year for an OEM endorsement, but it's going to save you thousands in the long run if you have a claim.
You and your shop can always choose OEM parts, but if your insurance won't cover the full price, you'll pay out of pocket.
If you have 2 or 3 bills like that, that'll wipe you out.
So you don't waste your money. John Mattery, Scripps News Group.
More than half of child safety features on major social media platforms aren't working as advertised. That's according to new research. The Cyber Safety Research Center tested 86 tools on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube, finding only about 40% function as described and could realistically be used by kids. Researchers say some features were buried in settings. Others failed to block harmful content or restrict adult content. The report comes as federal lawmakers push for stronger regulation, with tech executives expected to testify on Capitol Hill this summer. The companies dispute the findings, saying most protections still work as intended. Consumer complaints about artificial intelligence products and services are on the rise nationwide. That's from the Better Business Bureau. Issues range from inaccurate information generated by AI tools to difficulty getting refunds for malfunctioning devices. The BBB warns consumers to be cautious with AI-powered apps, chatbots, and smart home products and to read the terms and conditions carefully. Officials also recommend checking a company's BBB rating and reviews before making a purchase. The group says transparency and accountability are key as AI becomes more common in everyday life. And with the increase in summer trips and travel, a concerning text scam is catching more drivers off guard. The text usually claims that you have an unpaid ticket, parking fee, or toll violation and threatens fines or loss of registration or even your license. But it's all scam just to get you to click a link and give up personal information. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration warns the text scam is spreading across the country, with more people traveling in places they usually don't visit and could confuse more people into thinking it is legit.
Hey there, I'm Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber. Let's talk about what's going on in the big weather picture, and we're going to take it way upstairs for this, talking about the upper levels of the atmosphere. So where we have this bright orange bullseye, that is high pressure, about 18,000 to almost 30,000 feet above our heads. We've got a really tough batch of high pressure that is not going to be taken out slowly or easily, so it'll be overhead for the rest of this work week. What that means for you is that we're basically going to see a wash, rinse, repeat forecast each of the next couple of days. It's going to take several days for a trough or a wrinkle of low pressure out in the Pacific Northwest to beat up on this and finally get a stubborn high pressure out of the way. So until then, don't expect major shifts in our forecast. And what it means is that we are keeping a very humid and dusty forecast for us here at the ground level. So oppressive humidity is in the forecast today through about Saturday into Sunday. It's going to make it feel much, much hotter for any time outdoors.
The World Cup is heating up as both the United States and Mexico advance to the round of 32. You can cheer on both teams for free at Whataburger Field. The ballpark is hosting family-friendly watch parties on the field. Fans can bring blankets to sit out on the field lawn or watch from the seating bowl. The matches will play on the big video board. Kids can play on the playgrounds and fans can bring soccer balls to use in the right field. Now, food and drinks will be available for purchase.
Just to have a fun night out. It's more energy when you're among fans of the game, among friends perhaps, and yeah, come on out, throw down a blanket or a beach towel, watch from the field, certainly watch from the seats if you like, put it up on the video board, we'll have food and drink, and then as much as we control the kids or whomever else in right field, we'll allow soccer balls to be kicked around and just sort of, again, just feel the spirit of the evening.
Mexico plays Tuesday night at 8 with gates opening at 7. The U.S. men's national team plays Wednesday at 7 with gates opening at 6:30.
All right, Chief Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber coming to show you how hot Tuesday's going to feel in your neighborhood. Starts off with this evening. We've got some warm temperatures that are not really going to find much relief during the overnight period, especially for the coastal neighbors that are right by the water. You're right by the source of all that humidity. So heading into tomorrow morning by 9 a.m., already feeling like the 90s along the coast. We get a little bit of respite to start the morning for inland neighborhoods. We're talking about 80 degrees, lower 80s for a lot of those inland neighborhoods with the feels like temperature. It's the temperature that your body perceives, so that's what we need to respond to. Around 1 p.m., as you guessed it, most of us feeling like the upper 90s, lower 100s, and into the heat of the afternoon, we're going to keep it in the lower 100s. What's helping us here? The wind, keeping that movement going, keeps the temperature from getting out of hand. So we'll keep it generally in those lower 90s for a lot of neighborhoods. The wind is going to mix up the air, keeps the dust where we can feel it, unfortunately, but it is going to keep those feels like temperatures tame.